as their guys get set to match. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it.
On second down, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here we go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's Shaquille Griffin, the rookie from Central Florida. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception, and that means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Handoff comes to Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Newton to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sylvester Williams with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's got a man. It's Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. Right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play. Up him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And some space here. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Marvin Lewis going to leave the offense out there. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. Newton on first down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a pretty good return.
Down. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that... On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Caught. It's Ellington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ingram. And some room to work. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Flushed out right. He goes underneath to Ingram. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. They run again on first down. Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45. though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre. I think
You're getting way too big for your boots.